Morning students, welcome to All for C Learning. Students, yesterday we discussed some problems related to equations of motion. At present, I want to discuss few graphs related to equations of motion. Okay. Suppose if a body moves with some initial velocity u and acceleration, what are the corresponding equations we are using here is v is equal to u plus at. Next, s is equal to ut plus of at square. Okay. Next, we are using some more equations: v square minus u square equal to 2as sn equal to u plus a into n minus of. Those equations may not be asked in case of graphs. So present I am concentrating these two, and this acceleration is constant. So at present I am drawing graphs for these three functions. My first graph is velocity time graph. This velocity time graph for this particular motion. For this particular motion, this velocity equation is v equal to u plus at. So it is like y equal to some constant plus mx. So our graph is like this. This y-intercept gives initial velocity. This is initial velocity of the body, and the slope of this line, that gives acceleration. Slope m, or it gives a nothing but acceleration. This is the graph for v equal to u plus at. Next, our function is s is equal to ut plus of at square. For this, how to draw the displacement time graph? This displacement and time. This displacement time graph or displacement function is ut plus of at square. This is like y equal to some ax plus bx square. Ax plus, here my a is u and b is of a. For this, graph is upward parabola. So this is the displacement time graph. This acceleration is constant. If you draw a graph for acceleration and time, suppose this is acceleration and this is time. This acceleration is constant, so this is an acceleration time graph. Here I draw three graphs. One graph related to velocity time graph, second one displacement time graph, and third one acceleration time graph. Acceleration time graph is parallel to x-axis. This constant indicates a constant acceleration. Next, I am calling this as case 1. For case 2, here acceleration is constant, but initial velocity is 0. So what are the changes taken place in our graph? If initial velocity is 0, our equation v equal to u plus at change it as v equal to some at. In such case, if you draw a graph between velocity and time, this graph is a straight line passing through horizon. Or if you can calculate the slope, here the slope gives y, because function is y equal to mx, right? The slope gives m or a. A nothing but a for acceleration. Similarly, if I want to draw a graph, s is equal to ut plus half at square. How to draw the graph? For s is equal to ut plus half at square. In this situation, u is equal to 0 by y, because body starts from rest. That is why this term u is equal to 0. Our function changes as y equal to half at square. In this case, this acceleration is constant. So our function is y equal to some k into x square. This is also upward parabola. So again, this displacement time graph can be drawn as like this. So what is the difference between s is equal to ut plus half at square graph and what is the s is equal to half at square graph? The s is equal to ut plus half at square graph has more slope when compared to s is equal to half at square. If you draw the both graphs at a time, s is equal to ut plus half at square may be like this. This may be s is equal to ut plus half at square. But this is a half at square. It has s is equal to half at square has a less slope when compared to s is equal to ut plus half at square. That is with the initial velocity. Right? How to draw the acceleration time graph? This acceleration time graph does not change because acceleration is constant. So if you draw acceleration, that is constant. If you draw a graph between acceleration and time, this acceleration is constant. We already know that this acceleration a, it is a constant. Right. Our third third case is how to draw the graphs if initial velocity is in the negative direction. Suppose this is initial velocity from u. This is initial velocity. Acceleration, I am assuming acceleration in positive direction and initial velocity in negative direction. Initial velocity in negative direction. How to draw the graphs? Our equations here. Our equation v equal to u plus at. How to write this equation in this particular case? Here u is negative, so I am saying u is minus u, or u changes as minus u. Then equation is minus u plus at. Here acceleration is positive and this acceleration is constant. So this graph can be drawn as function is v equal to minus u plus at. So this graph is like this. This is v and this is time. This may be the graph. Here it gives the initial velocity or minus u negative side, and slope of this line gives the acceleration. Slope gives a or acceleration. Okay. Next, how to draw s is equal to ut plus half at square graph in this particular case. In this particular case, s is equal to u is negative, so minus ut plus half at square. S is equal to ut plus half at square is changed as s is equal to minus ut plus half at square. In this case, function is y is equal to minus ax plus bx square. Minus ax plus bx square. So in such case, this displacement time graph is changed as it changes like this. It is the nature of the function y equal to ax plus bx square. So from here displacement of the body becomes first negative. Why? Because motion is decided by velocity. That is why this velocity is negative. So initially displacement is negative. After that this displacement becomes a maximum and then decreases and becomes 0. Thereafter it will be positive. Next, this is the displacement time graph. What is our acceleration time graph? Acceleration time graph is a constant line as in the previous cases. Next, what is our fourth case? Case 4. Here I am taking acceleration direction as negative. Negative acceleration in the sense it may be called as a deceleration. So in case of a deceleration, how to consider? Suppose body is here, it has some initial velocity u, but acceleration is a negative. So acceleration is negative and it is constant. So I am calling this as a deceleration case. Up to this we discussed the last three cases are corresponding to acceleration. Of course it is also acceleration, but its direction is opposite. Then how to write this equation? V equal to u minus at. V equal to u minus at. Actual equation is v equal to u plus at. but here u is positive in my opinion. U is positive and a is negative. A is negative. So in such cases our function is y equal to constant minus a or minus mx. So if we draw a graph between velocity and the time, the graph is like this. This is the velocity time graph. This is the velocity time graph. Here we have initial velocity and slope of this negative line. Slope of this line is negative. That negative slope gives acceleration of the body or deceleration of the body. And next our function s is equal to, how to write s is equal to ut plus half at square. This s is equal to ut plus half at square changed as s is equal to u positive ut minus half at square. Minus half at square. Why? Because a is negative. In such case, how to draw the graph? Suppose this is s. This is displacement and this is time. This graph is like this. That is, if you have a function anywhere, some ax minus bx square, nature of the graph is like this. It is having a negative slope, but initially it has positive slope. Thereafter it has negative slope. Graph is a inverted parabola. Graph is inverted parabola. Right. This negative acceleration is constant. If you want to draw a graph between acceleration and time, acceleration, this is negative, acceleration is constant, and negative constant. So if you want to draw a graph between acceleration and time, then it will be negative, and it is negative constant. So a negative constant. Similarly, what is our case 5? Case 5. In this case 5, I am considering case 5. Suppose body has a negative acceleration and initial velocity 0. How to draw the two graphs? This is acceleration and it is acting in a negative direction. In such case, our equation v is equal to u plus at or u is 0. So this v equal to minus a. In such cases, the velocity time graph is, if this is velocity and this is time, the velocity time graph is a straight line with a negative slope. Straight line with a negative slope. How to draw? The s is equal to ut plus half at square. S is equal to ut plus half at square. If you consider this s becomes, s is u0, that is minus half at square. How to draw this graph? This is, suppose this is s and this is t. This s is equal to ut plus half at square. It is like this. It is inverted parabola. It is inverted parabola. Generally, this graph continues in this side also, but generally we move in the positive time direction. That is why only half of the graph is considered. Okay. Next, what is the acceleration time graph? Acceleration time graph is similar to this case. Our sixth case is case 6. What is sixth case? In case of a deceleration, suppose I am not calling it as deceleration. Why? Because initial velocity and acceleration both are in negative direction. Both are in same direction. So for this velocity, this behaves as an acceleration. So this acceleration increases this velocity. So I am not calling it as a deceleration. But I am just drawing graphs to visualize the situation. So that is why how to change the equations. In this particular case, u is negative, and this a is also negative. Then what is our equation? V is equal to u plus at. How to change this? This is minus u minus c. This is like y equal to minus c minus mx. So this graph, that is velocity time graph. Velocity time graph is like this. This is u minus u. A negative velocity. Slope of this line gives acceleration here also. Next, s is ut plus half at square. How it changes? This s is minus ut minus half at square. This displacement time graph. This displacement time graph. It has more slope when compared to s is equal to minus half at square. But graph nature is same. Both are inverted parabolas. Okay. Next, what is our acceleration time? Acceleration is negative. So our acceleration time graph is with a negative slope and it is constant. If you can calculate area under velocity time graph, that gives displacement. If you can calculate, we already discussed these points, even though I am mentioning one more time. So if you can calculate area under velocity time graph, that gives displacement. You can calculate slope of the displacement time graph, that gives a velocity or instantaneous velocity at that point. If you can calculate the slope of the total displacement time graph, that gives average velocity, right? Friends, up to here we discussed some basic graphs. Based on those graphs, some questions were asked in previous mains, advanced exams. I will discuss some of these questions. Our first question is, which of the following graphs, following motions are possible? Here they gave some graphs. It is asked in 2018 mains exam. So I just modified some of the graphs for our convenience. This is velocity time graph. We have to check whether this motion is possible or not in real life. Okay, this may be possible in an imaginary case, but it is possible in real or not. We have to check that one. So if you consider this graph, velocity time graph, if you can calculate slope of the velocity time graph, that gives acceleration. If you follow that point, it has some acceleration here, and here slope is 0. So acceleration is 0. So similarly, but here slope timeline, this line is parallel to velocity axis. Here slope is infinite. As the slope is infinite, its acceleration law is also infinite. So infinite acceleration is not possible in real life. So students, we can't accept this graph as a gravity graph. Okay? Why? Because it has infinite slope. Okay? Well, its slope gives acceleration. So this is not possible because slope of line is infinite. Okay? Not possible. Note it down. Not possible because slope of the line is infinity. That means acceleration is infinite, which is impossible. Next, this type of graph, here it has some slope, it may be 0, or this slope gradually increases and becomes again 0 and then decreases. So this type of motion is possible in our real life. So it may be possible. It may be possible. This type of motion is possible. I am writing here possible. This type of motion is possible. Next, our graph is this. If you consider this graph, its slope initially 0 and then slope gradually increases and becomes 0 and then decreases and again becomes 0 and then again increases and then again decreases. Like this, it has some acceleration. But here is a small problem. What is that problem? At this time, this particle has 3 velocities. In generally, a single body can has one velocity in one particular direction. It has 3 or 2 components, but its net velocity is only in one direction. So here it fails that condition. At this time, this particle has this much of velocity, some VA, some VB and VC. It is not possible. So it is not possible because particle has, or body has three velocities at a time. Okay? It has three velocities at a time. Now it is asked in 2018. This is the graph. This is velocity displacement graph. Is it possible or not? Now you say whether it is possible or not. Yes. At this displacement, displacement is 1, but velocities are 2. So it is also not possible. It is also not possible. So it is not possible. Same reason, it has 2 velocities for a particular displacement. So a single body should have single velocity for a single displacement and a single time. Okay. Displacements may be same for same velocity, but velocities must not be same for a single displacement, and it may not have 2 or more velocities at a point. That is my point. Next, our second example is a train starts from one station, reaches other station as shown in the figure. Graph, its velocity versus time graph is as shown in figure. Find the distance between two stations. A train starts from one station, accelerates for some distance, and then maintain uniform velocity and then decelerated. That is the nature of the graph. From here its velocity is 0. From 0 to 100 seconds, this train accelerates from 0 to 10 meters per second. So after that it maintained that constant speed, 10 meters per second for some time. After that it decelerates and finally comes to rest. This is the motion of the train. So now I am solving this question. So suppose these two are 2 stations. This is station A and this is station B. Here is some intermediate point, some C, and here is some intermediate point D. A to C train accelerated with some acceleration. That acceleration is given by the slope of the line. From A to C it accelerated, but C to D it maintained uniform velocity. Thereafter, D to B it decelerated. So now we have to calculate the journey A to B, B to C, C to D. We already know that on taking the area under the velocity time graph, that gives the displacement. Area under the velocity time graph gives displacement. We know, even though I am calculating AC, what is AC? AC is half base into height. AC is half base into AC gives displacement. Suppose I am calling this displacement some S1. So AC, that is equal to S1, that is half base into height. Base is 100 seconds into height is 10 meters per second. These 2 gets cancelled, 2 5s, that is 500 meters. Similarly, if you can calculate CD. This CD length, body travels with a uniform velocity. Here is the displacement. This displacement we can call it as some S2. So this S2 is given by area under that particular graph or a rectangle. That area is given by 10 into length is here. Suppose this is bed and this is length. That is 500 minus 100, that is 400. 400, or you can write it as 500 minus 100. This is length, and depth is 10. So that is 4000 meters. Similarly, how to calculate the distance traveled from this D to B. D to B distance is given by D to B. dB distance is given by dB. I'm calling this as some S3. S3 area under the graph, that is half base 600 minus 500. 600 minus 500 into height, that is 10. That is equal to again 2 ones, 2 5s. This is 500. So distance between the two stations. Distance between the two stations is given by that is AB. That AB is given by AC plus CD plus DB. That is nothing but S1 plus S2 plus S2 plus S3. That is 500 plus 4000 plus 500. This is 5000 meters. That is roughly 5 kilometers between the two stations. You can also calculate the area at a time. So I am calculating area. This distance AB is given by area under the trapezium. That is half base into half height into sum of two sides. That height is 10 into sum of two sides. One side is 0 to 600 seconds, another side is 100 to 500 seconds. That is 600 plus one side is 600. You can write it as one side length some L1 plus L2 first, or take it as some height h, or take it h is 10, L1 is 600 minus 0 plus L2 is 500 minus 100. So this gives 5 into 600 plus 400. This is 5,000. You can calculate separately, or you can calculate total area at a time. Both gives the same answer. This is the distance between the two stations. Okay. Okay students, I have one important problem here. That is, in this question they gave acceleration time graph. In the previous case we discussed a velocity time graph. In this case they are giving acceleration time graph. In this acceleration time graph, this is plus 10 acceleration in meter per second square. Initially body has 10 meter per second square constant acceleration. Thereafter its acceleration direction gets reversed and changes its magnitude to 5. So it is the question, acceleration time graph of a body starting from rest. This is important. Body starts from rest. Find the displacement traveled by the body in 10 seconds. This question may be asked or may not be asked. First of all, we will discuss total motion based on this acceleration time graph. Okay? Right. From 0 to 5 seconds. First I am discussing for time interval 0 to 5 seconds. I am discussing 0 to 5 seconds. Initial velocity of the body is 0. 0 to 5 seconds. Why? Because this is not a single motion at a stretch. Its acceleration gets changed. That is why we can discuss the motion up to 5 seconds. Thereafter, motion changes its nature. Right? So, initial velocity of the body is 0 and acceleration, that is 10 meter per second square. So, how to write the velocity equation? V is equal to u plus at. So this u is 0, this is 20, this is the velocity equation. How to write displacement equation? Displacement is ut plus half at square. That is u0, that is half 10 into t square. This t gets cancelled. So displacement is 5t square. Displacement is 5t square. Next, what is the velocity displacement equation? That is v square minus u square equal to 2as. With this v square, that is equal to 2a10 into s. So this v is under root 20s. S is the displacement. So with these equations you can calculate within the 5 seconds. Thereafter these formulas are not applicable. Okay, so what happens after 5 seconds? For this interval, time interval is between 5 to 10 seconds. 5 seconds to 10 seconds. Then our conditions changes. So here what is the initial velocity at 5 seconds? So we have to find velocity at 5 seconds. So this equation is valid up to 5. So velocity at 5 seconds I am calculating here, or we can calculate here. At t equal to 5 seconds, this velocity is at, that is 10 into t, that is 10 into 5, that is 50 meter per second. That 50 meter per second behaves as an initial velocity for 5 to 10 seconds. That initial velocity, final velocity 0 to 5 seconds behaves as initial velocity for 5 to 10 seconds. So for 5 to 10 seconds, initial velocity is 50 meters. Okay, first of all you have to learn this one. First, we already discussed this motion will not be discussed at a stretch. Why? Because motion nature changes after 5 seconds. That's why 0 to 5 seconds, initial velocity is 0, acceleration is 10. So I am using normal equations of motion. But 5 to 10 seconds, the velocity gained by the body in 0 to 5 seconds behaves as an initial velocity. That is why u here is 50 meter per second. I calculated here velocity at 10 seconds. 5 seconds. That at 5 seconds velocity is 50 meter per second. That 50 meter per second behaves as an initial velocity. But here acceleration is negative. That is minus 5. Acceleration is minus 5 meter per second square. So our equation v is equal to u plus at can be written as v equal to plus 50 minus 5. Plus 50 minus 5. But time must lie between 5 to 10 seconds. That's why we can't write t as this. Here t is t minus 5. So you have to subtract here t. It is important. Please remember v is equal to u plus at. U is 50, no problem at all. A is minus 5. All students substitute as usually. But here most of the students make a mistake. The mistake is instead of t we have to use t minus 5. Instead of t we have to use t minus 5. So next, what is our displacement equation? S is equal to ut plus half at square. It changes as S is equal to, or u is 50 into, or t is t minus 5. T minus 5 plus half a, or a is 10. We already calculated a is 10 into t is t minus 5. This equation is valid from 5 seconds, 5 to 10 seconds. Okay? Now our question is displacement traveled by the body in 0 to 10 seconds. First, check the velocity at 10 seconds. Velocity of the body at t equal to 10 seconds is 50 minus 5 into 10 minus 5. This is plus 25. So velocity, direction of velocity does not change. Direction of velocity does not change. So you can calculate displacement as usual. I'm using here. So from 0 to 5 seconds displacement can be written as from 0 to 5 seconds displacement. So S1 is equal to, we already right here u is 0, that is half, a is at 10 into t square. At t equal to 5 seconds, this displacement S1 is half 10 into 5 square, that is 125 meters. From t, if t lies between 5 to 10 seconds, 5 to 10 seconds, there our displacement equation is 50 into t minus 5 plus half 10 into t minus 5 whole square. So substitute at a t equal to 10 seconds, this displacement is S2. This displacement is 50 into 5 plus half 10 into, sorry, I made a mistake, this is minus 5, half, this is 5. Why? Because it is deceleration. This is minus 5, half, 5, this is minus, okay, minus 5 into 10 minus 5, this is 25. So here is 250 minus 125 by 2, that is 375, or you can write it like taking LCM, 500 minus 125 by 2, that is 375 by 2. So what is the displacement traveled by the body? Displacement, both are traveling in same direction. Why? Because this displacement is positive and this is also positive. So total displacement is S1 plus S2. That is 125 plus 375 by 2. Okay, you can solve. This is 250 or 250 plus 375, that is 5, 12, 6, 625 by 2 meters. Okay, this is the displacement traveled by the body in that 10 seconds. Okay, thank you students.